This is what I don't like about these so-called street dudes. You see, one thing and one reason why they got themselves in a predicament is because they trusted so many people, and the people that was in y'all circle, y'all was paying these cats, and they was real live planning on real life turning y'all in if anything went down. Do you know how many females literally sat right there with their boyfriends in the whole clique? YFN, Lucci clique, and Young Thug and Gunna clique. I want y'all to know that everybody who was in the YSL, they sat there with their girls and said, yeah, we making this money now. Ain't no telling how long this gonna keep going on, but we gonna get it while we got a chance to. Who's to think of y'all was gonna get booked for this? Y'all knew that the police was watching y'all. At the end of the day, we know this, and a lot of people can't really put their finger on it or really like confess to one thing. Why would you get yourself in that predicament when you knew what you was doing? At the end of the day, everybody can literally sit back and be like, y'all went out there and did that. Ain't nobody make y'all do that. Y'all wanted that money.
Well, I'm from Jackson, Mississippi originally, so down there it's called Cornwall Street, Shady Oaks, Christian Brotherhood.
And is your father in the courtroom?
Yes, sir.
And other family members?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell this honorable court if Mr. Williams ever took you to where he was raised on Cleveland Avenue.
Yes, sir, he has.
And tell the court what you learned from that and what the purpose was.
Well, at the time, he took me there because I always expressed to him how at me being at such a young age and being able to achieve what I have and have the knowledge that I do have, that's why I started motivational speaking, because I want to inspire the youth and show them that anything is possible. Because you can look at somebody while they older and you say, oh, that's good, they doing it, but now you have an example that's your age and close to you in age that's showing you that it's possible. And Mr. Williams, he took me to where he was from. And he showed me where he came from. He showed me the property that he lived in. And he told me, he told me a saying, each one teach one, which is something that he lives by. And he has also helped instill in me that I live by now. Each one teach one. And he told me whatever knowledge you have to be able to spread it, because this is who you are trying to inspire and show them that they can become successful. So that is what he took me there for, and to show me how he was able to achieve what he has and where he comes from. And what I have to do if I want to motivate more young people like me.
YFN Lucci didn't think that this was gonna come about. He thought that they were gonna still be riding around. Remember, it was two dudes that was with YFN Lucci when they rolled down on Young Thug people. I want y'all to understand the exact thing they said. They said it was one dude who instantly got sent up, and YFN Lucci and his homie instantly threw the body out the car. Like, at the end of the day, I know a lot of people didn't want this to come about, but it was meant to happen because of one thing. They was moving sloppy at the end of the day. We know that by them even mentioning the stuff that happened with Young Thug BMs, I want y'all to know that it's all connected to the YSL Rico case. And I want y'all to know that all them people sat back and told on him from both sides, and all of them was drilling. Like, that's sad because y'all ain't gotta do thugger like that. At the end of the day, y'all know for a fact, keep your mouth closed and man, and just run with it. The status that they even got, they should have never even had nobody doing that, or they should have never even been out there on the phone not knowing that they already tapping it. Like, at the end of the day, YFN Lucci now was bogus for doing dude out the car. Even if he was sent up already, y'all could have dropped him off at the hospital or anything like it. We all know this. This is why this case is so severe, for one reason.
On the court, whether you have gone across our country talking to other students, people your age and younger in schools.
Yes, sir, I have. I've did different things like different school tours and doing motivational speeches for different organizations like the Boys and Girls Club and different things of that nature, and different youth centers, detention centers, of course, schools. Yes, sir, I have.
And has Mr. Williams put upon you the duty that you have to always be positive and try to get other people not to do crime?
Yes, sir, he has, and he has always motivated me in that goal and that mission. He has always showed me that path and always deterred me from anything that could be negative or affect me in a negative way. He always deterred me from that and showed me the right way and showed me a positive way to do anything I have going on.
Has Has Mr. Williams taken you on tour with him, with your family's permission, taking your family?
Yes, sir, he has.
And if you can remember, what are some of the places that you went with Mr. Williams? Is risk of crime.
Man himself, but also he is helping more young men and young women have successful lives, such as myself, for example. And that's why my YSL stands for Young Successful Lives, because that is what he has done, and that is what he is now creating and showing and putting into the community.
Sir, has Mr. Williams' tutoring and guidance to you taken you out of poverty and your family?
Yes, sir, it has.
Has Mr. Williams ever asked you for a nickel?
No, sir, he has never asked for no profit or proceeds from anything that he has helped contribute with. Never.
Your Honor, with the court's permission, Mr. Edwards has a very short video that relates to Mr. Jackson.
Okay, what's it supposed? I mean, he's testified here, so it's kind of like so.
It'll explain background.
I don't see the dangerousness of this, Mr. Steele. I mean, he certainly buttresses again what I have indicated earlier, which is he has significant ties. He's helped a number of people in the community. But I don't see the danger of the community that you promised me from the testimony.
It's the opposite. I think that my promise is good. Mr. Jackson is saying that the entirety of Mr. Williams' desires is that people do not commit crime, do drugs, do violence, and to stay in school. That pinpoints the whole danger community is risk of crime, risk of committing crime. He's done that Mr. Williams through, and along with Mr. Jackson.
Y'all can't be out there trusting people. I don't care how much rank you got. I don't care if you a rapper, if you this, you that, you the plug, whatever, man. Y'all gotta be cautious because they gonna tell on you. The same people who you making run the store runs for you. You hear me? Like at the end of the day, all them people that's with YSL, they showing their face and they telling on Thug. They bogus. And number one, Gunna. Everybody got words for Gunna. And the reason they got words for Gunna, if you all don't know what happened in the past, Gunna was basically released under the YSL Rico indictment. Like, he has to come testify against Young Thug, the label owner. I want y'all to really pay attention to that, man, because Young Thug put him into position not to tell on nobody, and he turned on them. Like, at the end of the day, they slat all day. They snakes, man. His brother was the main one who should have realized. He should have told the lawyer everything he wanted to get done. And if he wanted Young Thug to even try to get a plea deal, he should have never came and said what he said. Your own brother. Hey, pay attention to it. Like, a lot of people don't think. Like, you have to be cautious of what you do because your brother was out there thugging it harder than him. It's heating up for the whole Atlanta. And I know a lot of people, if you new to the channel, man, hit the like button and watch this video to the end because there's a lot of people not knowing that the real aspects of this whole case, it goes back to J. Prince Jr. and Duke the Jeweler. And I want y'all to really pay attention to what's really going on because this could have been prevented. Like, at the end of the day, we know the ties that YSL and YFN got with MobTies. I want y'all to really look at that, but we know that they have their own separate cases that they fighting, and you have to really be cautious about what you really like look into when it comes to the Duke the Jeweler situation because they said that J. Prince Jr. was the one who covered it all up. And it's RP Takeoff to the end of the day, man. Free Slime. Free Big Slime, man. At the end of the day, we know for a fact that Young Thug was one of the ones who real life, he was connected, man. And we know for a fact that he told Gunna, hey, man, you will be able to get out this jam, man. Just wait tight, man. Just stick for the ride, man. You stuck for the ride when we were just checking the bag.
Diametrically opposed.
Okay, all right. But this video you want to show me, how long is it?
2 minutes.
And what's it going to show me?
It'll show you Mr. Jackson on The Ellen Show. It'll show him on CNN. It'll show him interacting with Mr. Williams, interacting at schools, just to give you an idea of how he this message is all
I
across the
think
country.
he's testified that more significantly. I mean, I'll accept the video as proof of that, further proof of that particular issue, but I think Mr. Jackson here has well articulated that issue.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I have no other questions for Mr. I want to thank you so much for being here.
A person don't real life know that if they gonna go up or go down. You feel me? If they gonna real life get sent up or get locked up. Like, you gotta really be cautious about certain things, because the people who you let in your camp could be the ones who real life take your camp down, because Gunna said out his own mouth, man, the money we made doing music, that was the money we made doing music. That was basically, I did my part and you did your part. So that ain't got nothing to do with when everything come down. Gunna said that, man, I ain't realized, I ain't go out there and do nothing to nobody. I was just making my music and I just want to get home to my family. And this, any typical street guy know for a fact that you want to get home to your family, regardless of who you locked up with, how many people on the Rico indictment, and how many of the ops telling. Because you got to understand, when you in the hood, them ops be telling too, man. People know this, man. People sit back and don't really take heed to it, but you can be mindful of the stuff that's really going on and look at it like, dang, Atlanta was just cool. But then, like, they come out with this. They tried to get stuff from 2013 that Young Thug and YSL had going on, because ever since Big Nut, ever since he got sent up, man, YFN, Nut, hey, I want y'all to understand, man, that's why Young Thug baby mama was sent up, man, because of that, behind that whole situation, man. And people sit back and don't really realize what's really going on. You got to open your eyes to the fact of what's going on, because this is something that goes on every single day, and we see people on the block going through it over and over again. Some people make it through, and Funk, he knew he messed up when he literally took that 402 conference and instantly exposed everything that was going on. Why would you even sit there and break down the lingo? They even broke down the lingo, and I want y'all to really pay attention to what's going on, because by them breaking down that lingo, it goes to show, like, man, they set that man up. They set that man up for failure, man. Because your own brother could have realized, he could have lied and said this, or he could have lied and said that. Like, at the end of the day, we know this, man. Now Young Thug facing all these charges and all these counts by itself, because they already took their plea. Some took 10, some took 3, some took 15. You feel me? You got to understand, it's a Rico case. And a lot of people don't want this to real life go down the way that it did, but you realize you can't stop what already has been done. Like, I already know that it's a lot of people who say, like, man, y'all better free Thug, man, y'all free Gunna. Gunna told to get out, like, and it's sad to say, because Young Thug molded him. Like, you gotta understand this, man. And a lot of people really look at YSL like, dang, your whole clique turned against you, man. That made me not even want to sign with YSL. Now, y'all really got to look at that, because now his whole brand messed up for one reason, because his homie told. And I know a lot of people sit back and be like, you know what? I ain't get myself involved in that. Like, it make you even cautious about going to Atlanta, because they got people real life snatching everything, man. And the people who go out there, they, like, 75% of them, when they get their chain took, Young Thug get their chain back for them. Y'all gotta understand, like, Young Thug is a person who realized he did good for people. So at the end of the day, we know for a fact that all the other stuff that happened, it was due to the beef that was going on. It's too many people who real life ain't take full accountability for what they did, because they was the one out there actually in motion. They was the ones in the streets doing what they was doing. Like, Young Thug ain't tell them to do everything. He ain't pay them to do everything. And he want to sit up in there. Like, real life, they girl told them, hey, you need to come home. You know what you got to take care of. You got to understand, half of them guys that was in the YSL camp, they was real live going back pillow talking about what was going on, because it was multiple witnesses, multiple people who said what happened. It was multiple people who basically put Young Thug at them scenes when he wasn't even there. It goes to show people will switch it around because they didn't want to take the fall.
You can look at it if you.
Hey, he hired his own investigator. Jay Prince Sr., he hired a private investigator to investigate the detective that was investigating him. This goes to show, man, they got too much pull out there, man. And people sitting back looking at it like, you can't take no sides at this point. You can't take no sides. You realize got to go with the facts.
Choose.
Yeah, you showed me outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, this was a real life situation that people may hear and think, this is not true. But here's confirmation of how true it was. In 1999, I reported this with the help of Congresswoman because they intervened on my behalf because they saw what was happening. And of course, they had a congressional hearing on me. All of this is public information.
So that goes to show, like, they've been watching Jay Prince Sr. since the 90s, y'all. And Sauce Walker, him and NFL Cartel, they all they people, boy, even though they opposite sides, boy, they looking at it like, boy, they finna go down. They looking at them like, boy, it's over with for Mob Ties. It's over. Ain't no more Mob Ties at this point, man. And I know a lot of people sit back and really don't take notes on what's going on, but you got to be mindful of what's to come from this, man. They sent that man up, boy. They said that they sat there, had 4 people who was paid off, man. The girl and them 2 dudes. And then the older guy who was sitting on the side, man. I want y'all to really look at this, man. If y'all look at the video, boy, y'all looked at what happened on that video, Takeoff video, boy, y'all will see that this was something that, boy, they won't even let people really go out there and really put themselves out there to solve this case because they know that Jay Prince singing them is under investigation. You can't mess with an open case, y'all. Like I always tell y'all gotta wait for the evidence to come out, man. You gotta wait for the people to sit there and put the stuff out there so you can know, like, okay, I can't say this happened because they didn't put those facts out there yet. Hey, I want y'all to really take interest to everything that's going on, man. Who y'all think gonna go down from this? Boosie? No, Boosie going down for the Jay Prince Jr. at the dice game with Duke the Jeweler. Y'all gotta look at one thing, boy. Jay Prince, they involved in too many situations that happened with too many other big rappers, big artists. And I want y'all to really look at this, man. And if y'all ain't never seen my face, here it go. Hey, really take heed to what's going on, man, because I just want y'all to know, the truth of what's to come from behind this, man. We all know for a fact that it's people sitting back looking at it like, if Takeoff would have never been there, they would have never been able to even get him cornered off like that. That's why I always tell y'all about Charleston White even coming out and saying Jay Prince singing them people in Houston looking for them, boy, them Atlanta feds, boy. So I want y'all to really look at this, man. Take notes on this, man. And if you really pay attention to one thing, the people who they said that was involved in this, man, why haven't they came out and said nothing? Why is that they retaliating on each side and ain't nobody really getting booked for it? I want y'all to really look at this, man. It's only Jay Prince Jr., his couple of his mob tag guys. Boy, y'all saw what happened to them, boy. Y'all saw what happened, boy. At the end of the day, boy, it's viral now, man. Everybody know that it's too many people who sit back and be like, I should hang with them, or I should. No, you should instantly. The people you've been rocking with, you should stay rocking with them, boy, because at the end of the day, just like I said, everybody that played a role in this, man, they tracking everything back to the Duke the Jeweler setup. So while people sitting back looking at this and not taking notes on this, it's gonna be in a way people gonna realize not be able to put all the facts together because it's people all over the place now, man. Like at the end of the day, we know you have to be calm about what's going on. You have to be cautious about even sitting there, putting yourself out there, boy. Because at the end of the day, we know for a fact that Boosie, he didn't want that to happen like that. He thought that his nephew was gonna run in there, grab the chains and stuff, and come back out. No, and when I say Boosie nephew, I'm implementing the whole situation with Duke the Jeweler at the dice game at the mansion. So I want to let y'all know. I want to separate that. Like I want y'all to pay attention, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, y'all. I want y'all to open y'all eyes to the facts of what's really going on, man. Because it's people who finna go down for this and dude who they said was the mastermind of this whole thing. It, like this is like he's going to be the one who tell on the whole Prince family. Like this is sad, man, but it's bound to happen, man. Like from all over, man. They said that the feds real live opened up and looked at everybody that real live sat there and went to that bowling alley that night, man. I want y'all to really look at this, man, and take notes on this, man, because it's people sitting back looking like, Lil Cam allegedly son Takeoff up. Man, Lil Cam is the main one who ran off. Why would he even run off if he ain't had nothing to do with it? Why would he be behind Takeoff, holding Takeoff while they blowing? And then from what I saw, and then for what the eyewitness said, they said they was already blowing. And then next thing you know, while they was blowing, the dude with the Chucky doll still standing right there and back of Lil Cam, make sure don't nobody run up on him. Then next thing you know, Lil Cam instantly let Takeoff go and got up out of there and started running. I want y'all to really look at this, man, because the same black SUV that was used in the Takeoff getting sent up, that was the same black SUV that they said got impounded, and they found the fingerprints of Lil Cam in there. So y'all gotta understand, man. Yeah, these guys not even wearing gloves, man. They tweaking. Like at the end of the day, I'm about to break down exactly how MobTies set up Takeoff, man. Like real talk, Takeoff was set up by MobTies, and the proof is out here. Like at the end of the day, boy, they said allegedly Charleston White, he made a stand to where he say he know exactly the dude who blew at Takeoff, man. Like real talk, man. Like I want y'all to really look at this and take notes on this because it's a lot of people who don't want to see that man get justice, man, who don't want to see that man real life get the correct, you feel me, correct people in his corner that he need. It's gonna happen today. Like we all know for a fact that people sit back and people don't really put themselves out there as if they trying to really protect somebody, because ain't no way Takeoff even went out there with them boys and they ain't realize stand on business. They did not stand on business, man. And you already know they had all type of blickies on deck, man. Y'all know this, man. You see what happened. Y'all see what happened when J. Prince Sr. tried to pay for Takeoff funeral. Y'all saw that. Quavo was heated. Like at the end of the day, Jazz, Prince, his goons, man, they was the ones that was, boy, they was there, boy. Who's to say Buddy, who was in that back seat, won a part of it? Who's to say that? Like at the end of the day, we know for a fact that YFN Lingo, he was shocked when J. Prince Jr. instantly posted Takeoff on his story. Like, he looking like, man, why would you even post that? You making a mockery out of this man. Like, at the end of the day, that was that boy brother, man. He got the right to feel that Lil Cam filth real live, like he had something to do with it, man. Ain't nobody just finna say that boy had something to do with it when he didn't. And I know a lot of people sit there and say, you know what? Is people gonna realize, go down for this? No. It's only a few people gonna go down for this, man. J. Prince Jr., he put up right now. He ain't trying to be involved in nothing. Like, real talk, y'all. He not trying to even get himself in this situation. And like I showed y'all the video, Jay Prince Sr. said that the people, they hired somebody to like watch him. Next thing you know, Jay Prince Sr. hired somebody to watch the people watching them. Hey, that's strategic. That's strategic, y'all. At the end of the day, we know how MobTies work. And we already know for a fact that MobTies was the main one sitting back like, okay, we could get ourselves in this situation, but at the same time, we got too much pull to the point where even if they did do it, they not finna get the full, you feel me, from it. They not finna get the full, you feel me? Ain't nobody really finna get booked in due time, basically what I'm saying, man. Somebody may do 5 years, 3 years, but that's all. They not finna realize do no long time for that, boy. People sitting right here looking at it like, man, they tweet. They put themselves in this situation. Like, if they would have just sat back, they would have never got themselves in this predicament, man, from the beginning. There's a lot of people who could realize, say that these was the ones. There's a lot of people who could say that these was the ones who did it. Like, they had something to do with it. We know this, man. We sitting back looking at them like, boy, like, it's sad, y'all. That's why I always say, watch who you hang around, man, because these be the main people who want to take you out the box, man. You see how they just instantly took Takeoff right out the box. And all he was doing was going to a Halloween party for his album release. I want y'all to really look at that, man, and take heed to that, man. People don't take notes and really pay attention to what's going on, man. It's sad, man, but I already know for a fact people can sit back and take full initiative to everything that's going on for one reason. It's a lot of people sitting back looking like Jay Prince Sr. He was the one who realized, went to the podcast and even gave his piece on what happened and how he feel about the whole situation.